हेलो गाइस, कैसे हैं आप लोग। तो इस वीडियो में मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगा कितना बजट एग्जैक्टली चाहिए, मिनिमम बजट चाहिए एग्जैक्टली आप जब प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करने जाते हैं तब। तो हम लोग देखेंगे कुछ क्राइटेरिया देखें कि कितना ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी आप कर सकते हैं आपके बजट के हिसाब से। हम लोग कुछ बजट सेट करेंगे, थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ बजट, जिसमें हम लोग देखेंगे इस बजट रेंज में आप कितना प्राइस रेंज का प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर सकते हैं, एंड दूसरा बजट में कितना प्राइस रेंज का प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर सकते हैं। एंड हम लोग ये भी देखेंगे कि अगर आप वो चाइनीज प्रोडक्ट्स छोड़ के इंडियन सप्लायर्स को पकड़ते हैं तो क्या आप बहुत ज़्यादा सेव कर सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट। तो हम लोग पूरा देखेंगे, मैं एक एक्सेल शीट में जाके आप लोगों को पूरा ब्रेक डाउन करके दिखाऊंगा कि कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट चाहिए हर एक प्राइस पॉइंट को पकड़ के। मैं आपको पूरा जितना आपका शिपिंग टाइम लगता है, उसके बाद जितना शिपिंग चार्ज, कस्टम्स, एवरीथिंग हम लोग देख के हम लोग कैलकुलेशन करेंगे कि कितना ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट चाहिए या फिर कितना मिनिमम इन्वेस्टमेंट से आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। सब कुछ हम लोग कैलकुलेट करेंगे एक एक्सेल शीट में जाके, जहाँ पे मैं दिखाऊंगा कि ये प्राइस में, ये इन्वेस्टमेंट में आप कितना प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर सकते हैं, एंड ये इन्वेस्टमेंट में, थोड़ा और ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट में आप कितना लॉन्च कर सकते हैं, और वो स्टॉक कितना दिन लास्ट होगा। सब कुछ मैं आप लोगों को इस वीडियो में दिखाऊंगा। तो चलिए हम लोग ये वीडियो में जाते हैं और मैं वो कैलकुलेशन करके आपको दिखाता हूँ।
So for this, we will consider few price point of products. Okay. Now we will consider the landing cost of the product, like all charges are included, like paid custom duty and everything. Landing cost, we'll consider it in dollar first, USD. Then let's assume few price point of products like $2. Then let's assume a $4. Now these are the landing costs, like all charges are included in this. Now for $2 landing cost, the sourcing price of the product is very less, like around 30 cent to 50 cent, like that. And then we consider a $6 product and $8 product, and also now consider a $3 product also. Now the in Indian rupees it will be around, so I think dollar rate is currently at, so for this $2 landing cost, the Indian currency will be around 148. So these are the some landing costs that we will consider. Now so let's consider the monthly sale of these products. So monthly sale means it will be 4 weeks. We're considering weeks for calculation of the later parts, because we will calculate the air shipping things and sea shipping things and their time periods also. So 4 weeks velocity, let's call it velocity. So 4 week velocity is basically the monthly sale. 4 week is 1 month, so monthly sale. Let's assume this $2 product sells at 300 units per month, and this $4 at 400. Now these are numbers, because we generally try to find this type of products that sells at least 10 to 15 a day, or sometimes 8. Uh, then we'll consider another 300, and let's consider this. It seems a little higher price product, so let's consider this 200 sales, and $3, let's consider 150 sales per month. Now, so when you are bringing your shipment, you have to consider the second order, because for second order, when you place an order, it will take another 2 weeks if you bring by air. Not 2 weeks, around 7 to 10 weeks, 10 days. So you have to consider that 7 to 10 days before, because you don't want during that time your products go out of stock. So we'll consider around 6 weeks of inventory, because 4 weeks is 1 month. We'll consider 1 month of inventory in stock plus 2 weeks for the shipping time. So it will be 6 weeks by year. So it is basically 4 weeks worth of inventory and 2 weeks for the year shipping time. We're considering that time also. And if it sells 300 for 4 weeks, then it will sell. Now for 6 weeks, we will require 450 units. Similar for this. So this will be the amount of inventory we require. If you consider 2 weeks more worth of inventory, and then we will consider for sea shipping. Now for sea, if it takes 2 weeks by year, then for sea it will take 4 weeks, because it will take around 20 days. So let's take a buffer time of around total 28 days. So we'll consider 4 weeks. So 4 plus 4 will be 8 weeks. We are considering 1 month of inventory, and on top of that, 2 weeks for year and 4 weeks for your C. So this is how much amount of inventory we will require if we have to have our inventory at stock for till the next shipment arrives. And let's now consider investment. So this is the amount of investment that will be required if you are considering 1 month of inventory in stock plus some buffer time for the 2 weeks worth of year inventory, air shipping that will take, because you don't want to get out of stock in the meantime when your shipment is on air. And for air shipping and for free shipping, we are taking around 4 weeks of time, though it won't take 4 weeks, but we are having some extra buffer time, some extra cushion. So now consider the investment for C. Now, these are some investment that you can consider. Now, for C, obviously, we are not going to bring such a low quantity like 300 or 150. If it is big, then we can go for that. But for this price point, I don't think it will be big. Though you can, these numbers are very maximum, and you can launch below that. But what I launch is I launch with 3 months worth of inventory. Even though I'm launching a new product, but I launch for worth of 3 months of inventory. I bring all 3 months worth of inventory and then launch a product. And but if you have a lesser budget, then you can obviously go for a lower quantity and test how the product is. And then do a next order. But this is generally the thing that you have to consider if you have the budget to go for. And you have to consider there is also one thing, the lead time. If your factory takes some time to prepare the products, then you have to consider that also. And if they do not have, they already have the stock ready, then you do not have to consider that. And that is how you should calculate your total inventory. And if they have the lead time, that is the production time of your products very much, then you have to consider that time also, that how many units can you sell on that time. And obviously, if you're targeting a product that is selling 10 a day and you're targeting 10 sales, then you won't get 10 sales from the first day. It will start for 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slowly it will rise. And though you can expect the same amount of sales, because we are going to launch at a different pace, we are going to differentiate at a different level, we are going to do bundles. And your computers, trust me, your computers will lose their top ranks very quickly with the amount of value we are giving and the ppc we are doing. And we are very specific with the keywords when you are launching. But when we consider a Indian supplier, then this thing doesn't remains the same. Then we do not have to consider the shipping time of 4 weeks or 2 weeks. But instead, we what we can do is we can simply bring on 1 week or 2 week of inventory. That will be like 70 to 100 units. Okay, and then our cost will be really small because our supplier is in our same country, or maybe it can be in the same state. The shipping time should take around 1 to 2 days. So in Indian product, you can actually do that at like half the cost that is actually showing here, or even lesser, because you can test with you can actually launch with a very lower your quantity, because your factory is near you and the same country, so you can actually bring more inventories. When you see you are getting a lot of orders, then you can actually bring on very quickly. So that is a plus point that I have seen considering my products. Okay, I have a lot of Indian products as well. So in that, and what happens in Indian product versus Chinese product is your Chinese supplier do not give you credit very often, and you have to do a very high volume of transactions to actually get that credit. But your Indian supplier, after ordering 2 or 3 orders, they will easily give you a very good credit line that you can use, and that will help you to scale. So if you have a smaller budget, I'll recommend you to go for Indian products. There's a lot of Indian products that you can go for, and obviously, I have students that started with 36,000 rupees and got 60 units, and within like 3 to 4 days, they have again placed the reorder. Okay, so in that situation, you have to keep 36,000 apart, and another you need another 20 to 25,000 separated, because for the second order, Amazon won't going to give you that 36,000 back right away, or plus the profits. It is not going to give, because it takes around so how this Amazon's payment cycle works is, suppose you got an order today, then the order will be shipped, and when the order will be shipped, the amount will get reflected on your Amazon balance, but that doesn't mean it will actually come to your bank account. So the amount will show, but it is actually eligible for refund. Okay, so after the product gets delivered, Amazon will again take 7 days of the return and refund period. So suppose it takes 2 days for delivery. So first you get ordered on, suppose, at 1st April. Then it took 2 days to deliver. So it is now 3rd of April. Then again you have to consider 7 days or 10 days of return and refund time period. So now the date is coming to 13th April. And on that 13th April, that amount that was showing on your Amazon balance will be eligible for disbursement. That means whenever the nearest payment date is, so Amazon pays you every week, okay, and they will also offer you to pay every day. And after a few days, okay, when you become a little bit advanced seller, I think this feature is available for new sellers as well. I am not sure about that. So that amount then becomes eligible after the 7 to 10 days, becomes eligible to disburse on your account, but it will only disburse on the nearest payment date. Okay, suppose the date on which your amount is actually eligible, on that day you actually already got a payment from Amazon, so it will actually stay on Amazon's account for the next payment date, and the next payment date may be a week later. Obviously it will be a week later, so you have to consider that. So that is why all these delays happen, and the cash flow issue comes with Amazon FBA. But with Indian product, you can save that a lot extent, and you do not need to order 2 months or 3 months of inventory. Whereas if you're doing Chinese, you have to, because there is no other options, because of the lead time, because of the shipping time.
So guys, that's it for this video. ये वीडियो उम्मीद है आप लोगों को पसंद आया होगा, एंड प्लीज लेट मी नो अगर कोई और सजेशन है आप लोग का, प्लीज लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. सो आई विल बी पोस्टिंग few videos in English and few videos in Hindi as well. So I will try to do that, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching.